are, where we left off. And I purposely logged out here because I wanted to remember. Oh, that's interesting. It puts everything back in my inventory when I log out of the game. Huh. Pretty sure when I left, I had put this here. That's interesting. Okay, so what I think I need to do, there's a spot where there's a battery. I have to pick up the battery and then put something heavy on it because there's a pressure plate, and the door closes behind me when I pick up the battery. So I need to have something heavy enough, and my theory was that I could take some, I could brew up a potion, it doesn't matter if it's a dud or whatever, into this thing, pour it into that, maybe, and then it'll go into that bucket, and the bucket will be heavy enough that it'll work. That's my theory. So let's run, remember where it is. Where do I make potions? At the very least, we have to go this way. And then to brew potions, we're going to go through this door over here. No, we're going to go through this door over here. And then we'll go brew some potions. I don't think we have to make a valid potion for it to actually have something inside of that container. So we'll just throw some stuff in. And we'll see if that's enough to make it heavy or not. So we're going to put this here. So I've already done some things, so I can't actually put this down anymore. Really? Oh. Okay, well that changes things. Let's, can we do this stuff still? So I'm gonna dump that in here. Okay, we put some stuff in there. Let's just put a bunch more in. It's possible that because I've already done all the things I need to do with the station, it's not letting me actually put that container back on that station. I used to be able to put that little whatever it's called. Why can I? No. Okay, so I put a bunch of stuff in there. Now can I put this down? No. Okay, so that tells me that that's not how I solve it. Because I can't even put this thing that's supposed to put the water in, or I can put stuff in there. I can't even put down. Yes, witchcraft. Okay, so that's not the answer. So let's go with some other plans. So that bucket, I think, has to go where I put it. But I don't think I can do anything else with it right now. Let's double check. Let's try to experiment. So we have a bucket with a small hole, and this thing lets me open up the stuff. So can I put anything into here that we have? So that's for plants. Can't use that. Can't use that. This thing was to burn a sign. I can't use these things or these things. I have a gear. I don't know where that goes. Oop. 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 Don't mind if I do. So I can take a spoon and I can fill up this thing all the way. Okay, it's filled up all the way. Release. So now this bucket is very heavy. Maybe. And let's go back to where the thing is. Actually, this will be faster if I go this way. So now I'm going to try and take this heavy bucket and put it on the spot where the battery is. So we're run over here. And then we've discovered this battery. When we pick it up, the thing lowers and the door behind us closes. But what if I put this heavy bucket with all this dirt in it? Oh. But but it's very heavy. Look. It's so full. Actually, it doesn't seem very full. Maybe I have to do it again. Maybe I have to do more. Can't tell if it's heavy or not. Do I have to put more sand in it, maybe? I'm trying to find something that's heavy enough that I can put on there and it'll work out okay. Interesting. So let's put the bucket back. So when I have it here, it seems like it's full. Let's try to put some more in. No, it can't even let me... Okay, so I've already completed that task. Okay, so this thing is full. Let's make it be wet. No, I don't think it really hooks onto that, but we'll try it. So there is a spot over here where I have a crank where I could lower it down, assuming it'll fit on it. Over here. We'll try that. I'm trying to get something that's heavy enough that will let me do some stuff. So can I put that onto here? No. Okay. Can we... That seemed promising. Okay, so we now have a bucket with a bunch of dusty stuff in it. Can I cook it? Have the bucket selected? Yes. No, I cannot put it down. Okay, can I put anything else down? Let's just try all the things. Oh, we can put that down. We can start the fire. Ooh, look. I started the fire. Okay, now can I burn this? No. Can I put anything else down? Oh, I just did that. Yeah, okay. Okay, we tried all the things. Now let's close this and see if this does anything different. So now we actually have the fire running. Interesting. Purpose for that, I don't know yet. But we've started the fire. Okay, can we do anything else with this? Can we, are any of these other tools around, things that we could do something with a bucket full of dirt? I recall what I have around me. So I've started that fire. What have I forgotten about? Is there anything else I can interact with that I'm not considering for this puzzle? That was to charge up the staff. I have the bucket selected, so if I can do something with it, then it'll do something with it. It'll have it. So that's if I want to read the book. So I have a bucket. I'm trying to get the battery to put it in here to activate some more areas I can go to. I feel like there's got to be something I can do with the gear. Let's run around with the gear and try and use it. This is where I can put the batteries to look at the charge on them. Or not really the charge, but some weird symbols that I don't know at all what they do yet. I feel like that might be coming in the future. I've already solved this thing. The gear isn't heavy enough, right? Have I already tried that? Where do I have to go for this? This way. Let's try all the items again, just to make sure. So, pick this up. The gear, it depresses it down, but not really enough. Can I also put the bucket on top? No. The spoon is not enough. Got it. Oh, I wish that they keep their order. What else haven't? I think I tried all the things. Maybe. And sometimes the blue torch will show you hidden writing. But there doesn't seem to be any hidden writing. So, as far as I can tell, it's the only thing I have that will open up the door is the battery that I want to take with me. So, what can we put into the thing? Let's go back to, where is it? Where am I? This way. Let's go back to the thing where we put the all that dust into the thing and see if we get an idea if maybe there's some, the dust is somehow important. So what is the dust? Looks like just dust. Can I do this? Yeah, look at that. I can do this thing. That's weird. Can I put... I can put stuff on this thing. Can I put it... If I put the bucket on there... Okay, it's very heavy. Right, we got that. If I now put a bunch of dust into the thing... I don't really know what purpose that would serve, but let's try to even these out. Okay, it's full. Interesting. Okay, so let's find something that's not quite that heavy. But is heavier than... And I screwed up. Can I take stuff out of that? No. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So I can. Okay. Let's put the bucket back. Or was the bucket too heavy? I can't remember now. Was the bucket too heavy for the maximum amount this thing would hold? Yes. Okay. So not the bucket. What else might I want to put here? Fire. The goblet. The gear. I don't know what purpose that would serve, but let's go for it. So let's add less, or let's take away with the spoon some of the stuff to try and get these to balance. What purpose that would serve, I don't know. Okay, they're balanced now. Okay. So that's telling me like how heavy things are. So the bucket seems like it's the heaviest thing I have. So the bucket's very heavy, but not heavy enough to hold down the thing. Okay, so a very heavy bucket. Thank you. I can put it back there, but I can't put any more stuff into it, or can I? No, it's as full as it gets. What can I add to this to make it heavier? Okay, I'm ready. Does anybody have a hint what I might want to do? So let's try this. Let's try it one more time. I haven't changed anything yet, so it's gonna be the same results. But like, all I can do when I put it on there is just take it away. I can't add anything else to it. Like I could just put something else on top of it and I'd be fine. But that's not an option. Let's try taking that away, putting it on the gear, and then can I put stuff on top of the gear? No. Okay. So I feel like there's something that I'm missing before I'm able to do that. So let's try something else. What else might I want to do? So I started a fire in the little fire pit thing. I have these symbols. Which I can't think of any purpose that would serve right now. But so each of these little batteries have a symbol. And then when you have depending on how many batteries you have in there, it'll light up different things and give you different access to different areas. I tried taking a battery with me, but then once I do that, I can't actually access that area anymore. So there's got to be something I can do with this gear. Symbols might mean something. Yeah, probably. Yes. Is that a hint, or is that just a guess? I mean, I'm sure this is useful at least at some point. I mean, there's 2 more batteries to get, and they have different symbols. So if we look at that one, I didn't really write it down, but... Or I think I actually have it written down somewhere. Yeah, I do. I have it written down on the piece of paper right there. So there's these different symbols, but they don't... I can't think of anything else in the game yet that relates to. So I'm gonna just put them back. And I think if I... doesn't matter the order I put them in. Yeah, they still function the same. Okay, the gear. Let's try and put the gear somewhere. What can I do with the gear? I think I got the gear inside this building. There is... there's some weird thing over here that I haven't done anything with yet, really. I mean, I got 1 battery here. But this thing... This is locked. That's about it. There's nothing else I can really do here. Can I do anything with this bucket? Yeah, just a guess. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure eventually I'm going to run into something where I have to use those symbols. I'm going to guess that I don't need to yet. So I need to figure out something that I could do with the gear. Try using the blue torch on here. This area. Yeah, so a lot of times it's like hidden writing. I've run into that a lot where I miss some hidden writing somewhere. But I don't see any hidden writing here. Yeah, so I'll hold on to the blue torch as we walk around. So an example of the blue torch coming in handy. If you come over here, like there's hidden writing. So in some places there's hidden writing. I've already solved this thing before. So I've already used the torch inside of that 1 cave area, which I access through, not through there, over here. trying to think if somehow those battery symbols correspond to this at all, but I don't think that they really fit into this. There is dripping water in here, but there isn't, or at least the sound of it. But I don't really see any actual dripping water. So it's like... Because I feel like if I could put liquids inside of this bucket, then I could do something with it. Like if I could make it just be a little bit heavier. Look down. Looks like a down arrow could possibly mean something. Yeah, possibly. So this thing here I've used twice to unlock. It was a two-way combination lock, so I had to use this, and then this and a different thing to be able to actually unlock this room. Doesn't mean I'm not going to use this anymore, but I've already used this before to get this room open. So I guess one thing I'm curious on is how heavy are these batteries? So we could steal one of the batteries from the other place and then take it to the scale and then see what it's like. So let's take one of the batteries. We'll run up to the scale. Okay, so put it on the scale. Oh my god, it's BasketMC. Welcome to Puka. Okay, so in this case, this is so it's like that. So now let's put the bucket there. Did I make the bucket too heavy? Interesting. Maybe we have to have something exactly the right weight. Okay, maybe the bucket's too heavy. I was trying to make it heavier. Okay, well, can I... Alright, given that's the case. Aha! Okay, I can dump out the bucket. Amazing. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to find out how heavy is the bucket. Okay, alright, I'm on track now. So let's empty this out. Or actually, let's not empty all the way out. Well, yeah, we need to count. Okay, so a battery, assuming they're all the same weight, needs to have so we're trying to make it be the same weight. Okay, there we go. So do that. Take this back. Take that back. I feel good about this. Stay out of trouble. Yeah, it's good to stay out of trouble. Let's put this battery back so we can actually get to the area. Boop. Let's run over there, I think. And now this bucket might weigh the same amount. Maybe not. Because the bucket itself probably has some weight. So how many scoops was that? Welcome, Spam Marino. Welcome. Okay, so I probably need to redo that, actually, now that I think about it. Because this is probably not going to be even. So this is too heavy by 1. How many scoops did I take, you think? Was it 3 or 4? Do you recall? I can go back and get the other battery. But I need to account for the weight of this thing. So, do you think it was 4 scoops? Should I try 3 scoops? Oh, I can actually, yeah, okay, I can figure that out pretty easily, actually. So, put that there. Scoops, I'm gonna guess 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, let's put it back. I want this. And put it on there. Okay, now it's even. So now this is even. So in theory, we can take the other battery and and then put this down in replacement, and it will think that I didn't take the battery. If it was ice cream, you could have it. You always have all the scoops. Yes. I like ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in a little bit. Okay. So. So we'll take this. Oh my goodness, the door closed. But wait, I will trick you and make you think that it's back. The game has saved. I'm so smart. Okay, let's take... Oh, my goodness.
Who are you that wanders this world uninvited? Another explorer?
I was invited.
What are you seeking? Power?
No.
Immortality?
Maybe. No.
Or are you just a fool, looking for salvation? You can't simply enjoy the power of Quern, not without consequences. You must leave the same way you came here, for your own sake.
Okay. I'll leave. It's fine. What would you do for Klondike Bar? Yeah. Friend or foe? Achievement unlocked. Okay. So yeah, we'll just listen to her and we'll leave, right? So let's go back here. This is where we leave. Okay, go. Oh. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's leave. Yeah, I don't know. She made up some name. Okay, so I can't leave. Sorry, lady. I tried. All right, let's go to the let's go to the power station thing we were looking at. We have a new battery now. Let's put the battery on there. Boop. So now it is unlocked. The jug and the pickaxe. So let's find out where those are. There's one spot up here, I think, to the left up here. And then I'm not sure the other one is. But this is now unlocked, the pickaxe. We're going into the mine. Make sure that we have a blue torch out so we don't miss all the hidden writing. Mines, area discovered. So here is some stuff. We can interact with it. Oh, this thing we can interact with. That's weird. So that... Okay. What's the game? This is Quern, Undying Thoughts. It's a first-person puzzle game, as you probably gathered. It is available on Steam. This is a weird device. So I could turn it in different spots. And here's like a power level. It's a guess or something. Oh, there's another thing here too. We can turn that, which changes the numbers down there. Okay. So it's potentially like a combo lock. What happens when I get to the end? Okay. So alright, good. We have the blue torch and a pickaxe. How could you make a blue torch with lapis? So the blue torch I actually made by taking blue crystals and then charging them up and all this sort of stuff. Ooh, here's a book. If you want to speed read, now's your time. You can pause the video, or if you're watching on the stream, speed read, just be like Data. I don't want to read it. It's just more storyline. Is there anything, actually, let's skim it real quick. The last one didn't actually have anything that was actually relevant for solving. It was just sort of some storyline stuff. I'll come back to this if I think I need some more information, but I think it's just storyline. Okay, so there's this thing here that's a puzzle. It's like a combo lock. You can move the dial in different spots and then like lock in your answer, things like that. Here's a positives and negatives. That's probably useful. Let me make a note on my piece of paper. Very, very high-tech record keeping. Oh, I didn't look at the symbol for the battery. Anyway, so positive, negative, negative, positive. Okay, noted. Thank you. Okay, so if oh wait, right. This is the thing. Right. Can I get up there? Can I? Right. So I need to get further inside the mine. When I pull that down, it briefly goes up, but then goes right back down. Can I attach anything onto that? I have a gear. can I just hook the pickaxe onto it and pull it down? No. So something to also note. So this is an area with some stuff. These cables go over to this thing here. Oh, maybe this magnetizes it. Need to find something to keep the switch down, or when I turn this thing on, perhaps it will, because these cables go to this and then keep on going. So it's possible that this thing here is pulled down and like magnetized or something. But so the other thing to keep in mind is when I put the other battery back there, it did also unlock another area. So there's one here, there's another one somewhere else. So where haven't we gone into yet? That has symbols. There is the gear building is here that we can't get into yet. That's the final symbol that we have to unlock. There is... Where's the other symbol? Perhaps in the alchemist lab. Let's double check. Oh, that's weird. No. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, this is the thing I just opened. Aha! So here we have... Potentially, that's taxes. Maybe. I don't know. So here we have a potion thing we can make. It's unlocked. I think that's actually this thing. So that is now a shortcut to be able to make that particular product again without having to do a lot of work. I don't know why they locked it up. That's weird. I don't know why I would need that. Oh, and there's no... Interesting. There's no thing here. I can't... So these ones have a little thing I can put my little flasky do on there. But this one just has like a bucket. I don't think I have anything I can put there. Let's try all the things. Okay. Yep. Can't do anything with that. Interesting. Okay. So that's unlocked. I can brew... Well, I can't, because I can't take potions from that. So that seems like for now that doesn't help me. Let's go back to the mine. And let's ponder... There's the drawing with 4 powers. Where was I? Oh, over this way. What are you doing, Tim? Oh, we're good. We're doing awesome. Okay. So, back into here. So this thing gets pulled down. The thing comes down briefly and goes back up. Too quickly for me to be able to get through, I think. Okay. So we have the things here. So, and this thing doesn't change at all when I do things. Okay, so let's try to do... Make sure we can't interact with any of this stuff. Sometimes there are hints. There's this book. There's words in that book. I'm a slow reader. And the last one I read of these was just some storyline stuff that the guy that was here forever was writing about. So I'm not too worried about that. Although it probably should be. And I can't get over this. Okay. So let's just try to mess around. So let's do a positive to here. And we'll lock that in. Oh, okay. So there are different things. Okay. Interesting. So what happens when I go here? Okay. So positive, positive, negative, negative. So when I go to these spots, they subtract. So I'm trying to get to that possibly at the end of it. Okay. So let's start over. What does the orange torch do? It powers things. So if I put it onto like a pedestal, that's somehow going to power. It produces light also, but sometimes you can put the orange torch on things, and it'll like power stuff. But so here, I think what we're going to try and do is try and line up with that. So they're going to be different powers between these. So this I don't need any of this. Okay, anyway. So if I go here, this is a positive, and it fills up almost to the whole thing. If we do one more, that fills up to there. Let's figure out, so that fills up like 1/4, or a little bit more than 1/4 maybe. This one, how much negative is this? It's about 1/4. And that is probably a lot of a negative. Let's go back to this. So that fills in, we'll fill in the whole thing. And then how much negative is this one? So it's like a half. Okay. So we want to do, we want to power it up that much. Aha. We want to do one more action that's supposed to make it be okay. Okay, so let's start over. So this thing I can figure out maybe. So I want to, I think, get it to right there. Possibly. So let's do, if we do that, it fills it up to there. If we do this, it fills it up to that. This one was a lot negative or a little bit negative? A little bit. Let's go back to this. Okay, so these two cancel each other out, it seems like. Okay, so that last one needs to actually be done right at that point. Okay. So let's try 3 of these. Oh, if you hit the end, you're done. Okay, got it. So let's try 2 of these. That's not gonna work. Okay, all right. So reset. Oh, and I can also do this so that I don't have to keep on jerking the camera. Okay, so we're going to do one of these, which will fill it up a lot. Let's do one of these to fill it up some more. So if it's there and we do this, that's, I guess I can write this down. So let's, because it will count each of these as a number. So we want to get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in the end is our goal. Let's go ahead and just reset. So this one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, so that's here. And then we want to know how much this one is. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Possibly. And I don't want any hints quite yet, so that I'm going to ignore what you said. So I'm going to go this, and go, so it starts here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one's -5. And then this top one is, so we're here. Oh, well, I don't know for sure if, so let's do, I want to reset. So I want this and this. So then we're starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the top one's -7. So we need to, with 5 moves, get to 11. With 7s. So we can get to 7. I think it's with... Alright, so let's reset it. So if we do something like this, so it's 7. I'm sorry, 7. And then we want, let's take out 5. We'll try that. Oh, up, up, down, down. I was ignoring your chat, and then I realized that you were doing the other code thing. So we have 2, and then if we add 7 to it, we're up to 9. So then if we add, I guess, yeah, but then if we hit the max, it's done. So we can't add 7 at this point. So all we could do is add 5. But then what? So that's not the right track. Never heard of that. So let's try this. So let's do 7 and 7. So we're up to 14. Let's subtract 5. We still can't, if we add 7, we're done, right? This is Dunsky's? Yeah, okay. So if we do 10, and then we subtract 7, then we're just down to 3, which isn't very helpful because we could do this, but now we're just at 10. Interesting. And then what? We can't add. Okay, so that's not the right answer. So with 5 moves, trying to get to 11. So let's do how many is total? What 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we could, in theory, do 3 of these. Although if we reach the end, we die, or if we go beyond it. No, if we actually reach that last part, so we can't do that many 5s. Okay, but we can do 1, 2, subtract 7. That's gonna be 13. If you do this, and then this, so that's not any good. And I'm assuming that we have to do 5 moves at the end of it. But this isn't necessarily the case, right? So if I have 5... This seems difficult. I think it's difficult. But it seems like there's not a lot of combinations. If we subtract, I guess that wouldn't really help because we already start with 0, so there's no reason to subtract down, subtract extra. If we do, so if we do 5 or 7 and then 5, we're down to, I think I'm right. You choose to ignore me. Yeah, I did choose to ignore you. That's true. It's a puzzle game where I'm not. If I have a puzzle in front of me, I can mess with it for a while before I give up and ask for hints from chat. So no hints yet. So if I do 5 or 7 and then minus 5, we're at 2. Then I can add. If we do that twice, so then we're at 4. Then all we want is 7. Okay. So let's do 7, minus 5, 7 more, minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. And then we want 7 more. Yes. I hear some buzzing in the background. We have electrified this thing. Okay, and then so I think if we now pull this lever. Okay, so then let's see if you did the right thing. Left, down, right, left. Well, you only had the thing you said. You only had 4 things. You need all 5. But anyway, now we've advanced beyond this thing. Da 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 da. We have a little lab here. Ooh, some words. These ones read to us.
This is the exact place where I achieved the breakthrough. After hundreds of failed attempts, I finally managed to create a much more efficient energy source, capable of providing a relatively large amount of power constantly. This white luminous mineral is the compressed and purified version of the natural, locally common, reddish-orange colored energy crystal. To be able to cast specific machine parts, I developed a procedure to liquefy this new crystalline material. I thought that a discovery of this magnitude could change the subject of my whole research, even the meaning of my presence here. I was right.
And I was right. Awesome. Good for you. So let's double check we can't interact with anything on this. Oh, we can pick up this thing. So now we picked up... That looks like an empty battery, actually. That's interesting. Oh, actually, so this... Yeah, I can't do anything with it yet. Okay. Good. Awesome. This door, I believe, when we open this, it'll give us an easy access. Yeah, so I've been over there before. Game is saved. Awesome. This is a weird looking thing. Okay, let's look around everything else first. Here's a little thing. It seems like it's reading energy level from that. Oh, I see. We can turn this. Aha. So this, the red thing, some energy. That's cool. But if we turn this thing, oh, there's lots of energy in the white crystal. Ooh. That's what it's telling us. And we have some buttons. I like buttons. Buttons are cool. A little slider. Very neat. We have a gate that's locked. We can't open up the gate. I'm not sure why. It's weird. We have a, this thing. Aha! Okay. So we picked up a thing that has 2 little nubs that we could probably fill up with the stuff over there. A basket that has nothing is called a BasketMC. Oh. What are you doing? That's weird. Okay, so I think we need to fill this up with the chemical at the other place. Let's mess around with this a little bit. Let's hit some buttons. Let's hit some random things. Okay, I don't know what that means. Alright, so we need to go to the alchemy lab. So we want to go this way. I'm pretty sure we're going to fill up that thing we just got with the white crystal stuff from the alchemy lab. So we're going to go this way. Go into that little closet thing that had, I think, taxes, if I recall. Or whatever this thing is. So we can attach this onto here, turn it on, fill it up. Now we have lots of it. Amazing. Let's run back to the thing. And then potentially we're going to put it on there, hit the button, and it's going to, like, knock the thing out or something. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We're going to pour all over the floor. Oh, I could have gone a different way. That's right. This will work. So, you there. I want to put the cast thing on there, and then hit the button. Okay. That's kind of... Alright, I need to cook it. Right. I'm with you. I got it. I got to cook it. So let's go this way. That's why we set the thing on fire earlier. All these things I'm figuring out. I feel so cool. Alright, so we want to go to the lab this way. I feel extremely less stuck this time around than I have all the other playthroughs. It's pretty awesome. So we want to fill up this thing. Hopefully we didn't waste all of it. Luckily, I don't think we can. So we're going to fill this up. And then we're going to go cook it. So let's go to the place with the little fire pit. So we want to go here. Put it into the fire pit. Boop. And then close the door. It is now cooked. And now we will turn upside down at the thing that I just found, which is located over here. In here. Around this corner. So now, you should be a solid, I hope. Yes. You're solid. Okay, I have a thing. I no longer need this, so it won't let me pick it up. Now I have a thing. I want to attach that thing to something else, maybe? This thing. There's all kinds of different things here. Why do I want to do this? I think I need to like put some sort of device in there. Interesting. This thing I still can't open. I see. There's no hidden writing, right? So now I have stuff that's very similar to a battery. This has a lot of power to it. We've made a thing that we can use. What's this? Oh, I've locked it on there, I guess. Game saved when I did that. That's weird. I guess. Huh. I don't know why that's significant. Okay. Like when I put something in there, it's going to work. It's going to do stuff. Let's just try and put this into the battery area. And let's see what happens. Let's head over to the battery box room, the control room thing. And let's see if we can assemble things. So can we put this thing in there? No. Can we put this thing in there? No. Interesting. Okay. Aha. Now can we put this in there? Yes. Okay, now can we put the top on top of it? Boop. We made a thing. We can now get into the gear building. To the gear building. Over here. Da 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 da. There's also a second door to this building that is hopefully less blocked. Let's go inside this door. Okay, this one's also pretty blocked, but we do have a ladder over here that we can climb up, And then there was some controls that went over to that building. Let's see if those controls do anything. So now this seems like it's powered. Okay. We can do things. Aha. So these are... we can rotate the whole building, it seems like. So I see. So we can look through that window. We can see that... potentially this is the window that we're seeing. So there's a door that's there. So this potentially is where the door is. So we want to rotate this such that the door is going to be right there. And then there's a button. Yeah, so now we're rotating the... Wait, what? Did that reset it, I guess? Okay, let's just try again. So we want to get the door to be here. Let's, oh, okay. We're not gonna, okay, alright. Let's try it, let's do this again. So we can see there's an opening there. If we hit this button. Oh, I see. No, it's actually a bunch of layers. Yeah, okay. So the outermost one is hooked up to the inside. Interesting. So you can only move certain things together. Well, if these two are always going to be stupid like that, that makes it tough. Alright, so that one's fine. So that one is fine. This one is not quite fine. Interesting. So there are 4 layers, and there's a couple different modes. Well, let's make sure that this is actually where the door is. So we can start with that. So potentially, if that's the door, then there should be. We're very fast going down ladders. That's all I gotta say. If that's the case, then this one should have a couple layers. Oh well, yeah, but it's not a very convenient location. So maybe I need to actually do the other door. So let's look. No, I guess it doesn't help a lot. I can't really get through that, I don't think. Is it the window we're trying to do? Because those are lined up with the windows. Perhaps we're trying to get the windows to be open. Interesting. Wish we could go up ladders that fast. Okay. So. Do we want to try and make it so we can see inside? Let's try it. So if we do this, now we can see there. So there are... If we go like this point of view, we can do a couple things. So we can do this. We can rotate just that thing. So now we can see in there a little further. The next mode is the furthest in and the outside. So it's kind of set up so that depending on which mode you're on, you're able to rotate things in a different way. So let's look at the modes again. So there's the first one here, which is the 1 and 2. And then the next one is just 2. And then there's 1 and 4. And then 2 and 4. Okay. So we're going to have to kind of like rotate in different spots and actually get it not hooked up to then get it back to being hooked up. So the 2, so that we can move 2 by itself. So if we do 2 last. So what else? So at one point this is here, so we can rotate this one to be lined up. I'm going to go with this window. I don't really know what the purpose is exactly, but we're going to try and go with this window. Okay, and then we have this, which is 1 and 3. We have 2 by itself. Okay. So we're going to need to... I wish I knew where I was trying to rotate it to, but let's assume that it's supposed to be hooked up to this window. So this one is going to be the second to the last we're going to do. So let's get this one to be set up so that the innermost one, so 3 is in the proper spot. And now we're going to do this. So it's in the proper spot. It already is. Actually, so I guess we want to have the outside to the proper spot. And then we want to go to the one where it's these two together. And we want the inside to be in the proper spot. So 4. And then we could switch to where it's just 2, and we can get 2 in the right spot. Oh, I can see gears and stuff in there. That's nice. So, that was a happy sound. So I made a happy sound. I can see inside of there. But so this part is lit up. So maybe, is this going to stay lit up? Maybe we have to do it down to the other side. Okay, it goes off when I do that. So it's possible I have to do it for the other side, for the other window. Or I do it for the door. Let's try doing it for this window. And let's see if that does anything different. So, the same idea we just did. So we want to start with this one, maybe. I'm gonna make notes next time. So this one is the one we're gonna do second to last. Maybe. This one is the last one. Or, I'm sorry, this is second to last. So let's try this. Wait. No, I think we just need to put this back. And then this one rotates to the middle is happy. The very, like the inside track. And then we switch to this. And then we get that to be hooked up. Okay, so now that's on. Can I pull this lever? No. Oh, that's back to this window again. That's interesting. Didn't I do it on that side and it was that window? Interesting. Let's go around and see if the other window is open or not. Huh, that's weird. Oh, look at that. The mechanics. Yeah, the mechanics. I was worried I had that wrong. Yeah, different. That's weird that. So those two things are open. Okay, so I guess there's another side. Huh. Okay. Anyway, there's a button or a thing.
You've managed to get into the mechanics. Clearly, you've completed all of my previous challenges. This could mean that you are a genius, fulfilling all of my expectations, and you are truly worthy of all the further knowledge I'm about to offer you.
Okay.
Or you could just as well be a fool.
Oh.
Considering the fact that the power of Quern literally gives you infinite time to guess the solutions of all my puzzles. One way or the other, I'm sure your presence here is no mistake. Your participation in this matter is absolutely essential. If she were to appear to you, she would try to poison your mind with her misleading lies. You must ignore her, just as I once did.
Okay. And next time I play this, it's going to be important to actually remember that this thing exists. This thing exists. So next time I play this thing exists. This thing on the drawing, which is related to this thing, maybe. But that's going to be the end of the stream. I hope that you are on a level of suspense that is so crazy that you're going to show up next Friday to find out what happens in this Quern thing here. With all these buttons, and all these doodads, and all these things. The power of Quern. Wait, the power of the grinding stone. Yes. So, thank you everybody for watching.